If you wake up tired even after a full night of sleep, if you feel foggy, unfocused, or weirdly drained at home, there's a good chance your air is the problem, not your routine, not your mattress, not your supplements. I didn't realize this until I actually saw my indoor air quality numbers. And once I fixed it, my sleep improved, my focus sharpened, and my home just felt lighter. Today, I'm breaking down how to fix poor indoor air quality, what's secretly making it worse, and the simple changes that actually work. No scare tactics, no overkill. Why indoor air quality matters, but no one talks about it. We spend about 90% of our time indoors, and yet most people obsess over food quality, skincare, supplements, while breathing recycled indoor air all day and night. Here's the problem. Indoor air can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. Modern apartments are sealed tight, great for energy efficiency, terrible for airflow. Everyday things release particles into the air constantly. Poor air quality doesn't usually make you cough or wheeze. It shows up quietly. Light, restless sleep, morning headaches, brain fog, feeling off at home but better when you leave sound familiar. How bad air messes with your sleep. Let's start with sleep because this is where most people feel it first. While you sleep, your breathing slows. You spend hours in one room. CO2 levels rise. Fine particles hang in the air. If your air quality is poor, your body never fully relaxes. What happens? More microarousals during sleep, less deep sleep, waking up unrefreshed even after 7 to 8 hours. People blame stress or hormones, but often it's the air they're sleeping in. How air quality affects focus and mental clarity. This part is wild, and most people have no idea. Poor air quality reduces oxygen efficiency, increases inflammatory particles, raises indoor CO2 levels. Even moderate CO2 elevation can cause slower thinking, difficulty concentrating, mental fatigue, that afternoon slump at home, not always caffeine related. Sometimes it's stale air. Common sources of bad indoor air. You'll recognize these. Let's talk about what's actually wrecking your air quality. 1. Cooking, especially frying or high heat. Even with a range hood, particles linger. 2. Candles and incense. Yes, even the clean ones. They release fine particles into the air. 3. Cleaning products, sprays, disinfectants, fragranced cleaners, all add to indoor pollution. 4. Dust and pet dander. Normal living equals constant particulate buildup. 5. Poor ventilation. Modern homes trap air instead of cycling it. You don't need to eliminate your life, you need filtration. Why? Opening a window is not the solution everyone says. Just open a window. Here's the reality. Outdoor air can be polluted too. It's seasonal, weather dependent, and inconsistent. It doesn't filter particles. It just swaps. Air. Opening windows helps sometimes, but it doesn't fix indoor air quality. The only way to actually fix indoor air quality, you need continuous filtration, not occasional ventilation. That's where a true air purifier comes in. Not all air purifiers are equal, and a lot of people buy one, then use it wrong. What actually matters in an air purifier? Forget the marketing. Here's what matters. 1. HEPA-grade filtration. This captures dust, pollen, fine particles that affect sleep and breathing. 2. Real-time air quality monitoring. This is huge. If you can't see your air quality, you're guessing. Watching the numbers change when you cook, clean, or burn candles is eye-opening. 3. Proper room placement. One purifier shoved in a corner won't cut it. How to use an air purifier the right way. This is where most people mess up. Step 1. Put it where you sleep. Your bedroom is priority number 1. 8 hours of breathing matters more than aesthetics. Step 2. Let it run continuously, not just at night. Air quality fluctuates all day. Modern purifiers are designed to run quietly and efficiently. Step 3. Watch the numbers. This is the aha moment. You'll notice air quality drops when cooking, spikes after cleaning, improvement within minutes of filtration. Seeing it in real time changes how you live, how fast you'll notice a difference. This isn't placebo. Most people notice. Better sleep within a few nights. Less grogginess in the morning, clearer thinking during the day, a calmer, fresher feeling at home. It's subtle, but once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's save you money and frustration. Buying a purifier that's too small, running it only at night, blocking airflow with furniture, ignoring filter changes. Air purification is simple, but only if you use it correctly. Do you need multiple air purifiers? Short answer, eventually yes. Start with bedroom first, living area second. You don't need one in every room on day one, just be strategic. Who benefits most from fixing their air quality, honestly? Almost everyone, but especially if you live in an apartment or city, work from home, have pets, burn candles, wake up tired for no reason, feel foggy indoors. If that's you, this is low-hanging fruit. Why this is a lifestyle upgrade, not a gadget. This isn't about tech, it's about how your home makes you feel. Clean air, improves sleep, supports focus, makes your space feel calmer, works quietly in the background. It's one of those upgrades you don't notice until it's gone. If you've tried earlier bedtimes, better pillows, supplements, productivity hacks, and you still feel off, fix your air. It's not dramatic, it's not trendy, it just works. If you found this helpful, give the video a like and subscribe. It helps more than you think. And if you want more practical, low-effort upgrades that actually improve daily life, you'll feel right at home here.